Today, let's talk about Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and why it's the perfect market to invest in. I'm Sheldon Zimmerman, part of the Zimmerman Team. Our mission, our goal is to guide you to financial freedom through real estate. So give us a call and let's talk about Lancaster County. Let's talk about Lancaster County and why it's a safe area, a good location, and, well, great hub for business. Here's the number one reason why I love Lancaster County. Lancaster County is a unique county in itself, and I'm sure every county has unique aspects to them. But one of the things that makes Lancaster County so great is the people that are there. Why do you say that is great? Well, because what we're trying to do here is we're trying to look and buy a safe investment that's going to continue to go up in value. We don't want to have a business going out of business and leaving the area, making it a depressed area. One of the unique things about Lancaster County as a whole is, well, if you look at the chambers of commerce here and the events that they put on every year, it is always such a huge event, and there's so many people there. I actually didn't hear the last couple what they were and how many were there, but what makes it so unique is there is such a entrepreneurial mindset within the majority of people in Lancaster County. There is a ton of people just who love to start businesses, do business, and some really amazing businesses here. And one of the cool things too is these businesses have been here, some have been here for generations and aren't going to be one of those, hey, pick it up and move it out of the area, move it out of the country type locations. What we're seeing here is generations staying and staying and staying, and new businesses, small businesses starting up constantly and doing well. And so we just love this for that very reason. You know, originally Lancaster County was known for its agriculture, which sparked businesses like Ford New Holland, who created a farm equipment and skid loaders and a bunch of those kind of things. And they're still in New Holland, PA here. And then you have businesses like Rock Lidditz looking at the future potentially, where they develop and create their own speakers and sound systems for theaters and churches and that kind of thing. But not only that, are the ones that build and create the events for concerts, from your larger concert venues like for Taylor Swift and all these other people that name off whatever concerts. They're the ones putting the stages together, the lighting, the everything, the speakers and the microphones and everything, and they're going along with these concerts and putting them on with these entertainers. And because of that, it just continues to grow. They brought in a ton of business from the stage companies and a bunch of things. They are now go by Rock Lidditz. Claire Brothers is the company there that originally started there and just continues to grow. What an awesome business that is. And then you have High Industries, where High Industries has been here for years and years and years and generations. And basically they provide a lot of steel products for bridges and buildings. And they just have a huge footprint here, doing awesome job here in Lancaster County. And those are just a couple of the businesses here that continue to grow. And it's not just one company that just is here. It is that's what makes it so unique, is it continues to grow with small businesses and a lot of cool, and I could highlight a bunch of really cool small businesses here, but this video would get way too long. So with that, though, what we're seeing, though, is a lot of opportunity to invest in some great properties that are cash flowing assets, number one, but just continue to appreciate. For example, 2008, Lancaster County as a whole never really went down. Yeah, it kind of leveled off and maybe went down just slightly, but it wasn't like your Floridas and your Californias over 2008 period. Things just continued to, pretty, level off and stay kind of dry for a while, but it, right back up where it was. And so we've seen this constant appreciation here, and we've seen such a good, safe investment in these communities. Crime, obviously, there's crime everywhere, but the crime is very low in these locations as well, which we really love about that, about our communities here. And so if we want to look at investment properties, we have some major routes through Lancaster County. We have Route 30 here. We have 222. We have 283 here that starts in Lancaster and runs up to Harrisburg, the capital of Pennsylvania. We have the Turnpike runs through here as well. And so, typically what we're seeing, anything down here, Quarryville, Holtwood area is very rural. So usually those aren't as good of an option for a real estate unless you're looking for just a beautiful property, an Airbnb. That's a great area for that. Especially getting down towards the river, along the river, some really cool buildings, some really cool properties down there. But we're seeing like all of your Lidditz, Mount Joys, your E Towns, your Columbias, your Millersvilles, your Brownstowns, Ephrata's, Denver's, all of those areas right around those hubs here. It's just really a lot of good opportunities for solid rentals that just continue to appreciate. And again, each community, each town has a uniqueness about it. Columbia, for example, is a private water company, and so the tenants, even if you have a multifamily, they're paying all the water bills. So there's not just one water meter like Lancaster City has one water meter. So you ain't getting around that. That's what it is. It's one water meter. If you have a multifamily, you end up paying it unless you sub meter. So there's just nuances like that in each town, but for the most part, all of them are great investments. All of them have good opportunities for cash flowing assets. School districts wise, definitely look up all the ratings on the school districts. All are very very good when it comes to school districts, and we see some great education that they're getting from those school districts. Lancaster City's school district is not the best. They're probably rated a little bit lower than what we would want, but for the most part is a decent school district. Um, what makes I'm going to zoom into Lancaster City here as a whole, because obviously you get into Lancaster City, you get into more of a urban areas, you tend to have a better opportunity for one. You have more tenants to pull from, more that kind of thing. So you just have a better opportunity there to find better tenants and more options for tenants. And so over the last 20 years or so here, Lancaster City has really revitalized itself, making it more of a artistic hub. First Fridays is an event every first Friday of the month. There's an event of basically all the shops open up on there, and they have pianos out playing pianos and that kind of thing. And so it's just a really cool vibe coming from Lancaster there, and just really cultivating that and building that desire to live there in this, in a city like that. It makes a really cool experience. So Lancaster City as a whole, though, does split itself into four quadrants, basically. Typically, is how we look at Lancaster City. We have King Street here running east and west, and we have Prince Street running north and south. And so what we have here is this area is what we call your southwest. This area here is the city has put a lot of effort and energy into this area. They have a lot of older homes in some of these areas, which we've seen a lot of investors come in and fix them up and flip them. So with really cool properties, some really awesome, cool properties there. So, but again, a lot of businesses, small businesses there as well. Southeast again as well. These are more cheaper homes. Again, anything on the south side of King is you're gonna have a little bit cheaper priced homes, and you're gonna see that in those investing world. It just cash flow a little bit better than maybe the north side. North side is an amazing side. I mean, we have a lot of things from the Science Factory to the Cork Factory Hotel and that whole strip there. We have Lancaster General Hospital here. We have Franklin and Marshall College here, and so just the values of these properties in here have skyrocketed through the roof. And continue to do so. Rents as well. Really awesome, solid homes. Really awesome opportunities there if you're looking to invest. My only caution to Lancaster City, I should say here, is they do require lead-based paint testing, and that's not a bad thing. It's just a reality of what it is, and so because of that, there is some rules and regulations that force you basically to, you have to do lead testing, make sure it's lead free, or there's low lead levels. So it takes some unique painting, it takes some unique cleaning of a property, and so it just makes it a little bit harder as an investor. So you want to set aside money each year kind of when you're looking at the numbers, how much is it going to cost me? I got to do this test. Is it going to cost me $300 a year? Whatever that's going to be there, I just set money aside. Just know that, hey, make sure you have a clean property. There's not chipping paint anywhere, and that the old lead potentially could be removed. Would be really awesome. But at the grand scheme of things, you just got to keep that in mind when you're looking at the investing world and numbers. So that is strictly Lancaster City. You get outside of Lancaster City, Manheim Township here, and other areas, you won't have that type of inspection, that kind of thing. But as a whole, Lancaster County, super awesome industry, heavy Amish influence back in the day, or still, I should say, in these areas right here. And because of that, they put a lot of, again, small businesses and growth there, which really, again, just continues to expand and grow, and some awesome businesses. So looking at Lancaster County, even through COVID, even through 2008, and even through where we're at right now, is just a place you want to live. Great produce stands, great um, orchards, and just a lot of really, really, really cool stuff happening in Lancaster County. And I just don't see that growing. Even if you would have a big company like maybe Ford New Holland leaving the area, they're not, as far as I know. But if they were, for whatever reason, you're not going to have a huge downturn in unemployment and a bust of an area. This continues to grow. A lot of awesome and solid businesses in here, and continues to grow there. So there's only excitement coming from Lancaster County and what it has to do and grow here. So if you're looking for a safe investment that's going to just have awesome opportunity for the future, definitely consider Lancaster County and what it has to offer.